Look at that. Away he hops. I wonder what he's hunting. It's so funny that I snuck up on him. Ready for some berry picking? Yes. It's blackberry time. Berry picking season, baby. Woo! Gonna eat all these berries. Can't wait to find this raspberry tree back here somewhere. Back in that direction. Go and find it. I promise you. Go and find it. So the goal today is to make myself a blackberry pie. I already got a couple of blackberries. We haven't made a blackberry pie yet, but I think today is the day. I'm gonna try to pick as many as possible, and about an hour and a half before the sun goes down. God! God dang it!
What happened?
I think it was a murder hornet. Who was it? Whatever it was, trying to murder me. That's just some thorns right there. Well, the scratch right there, but he stung me like right around this area there. There it is. There goes a little red mark. There, right there. That's where he stung me. Freaking bastard, right there. Hey, you just want to sting and leave. What a punk. I think there's enough blackberries for all of us here, but you know, somebody has to be top dog. Let's get him to fly away. Get another angle on here. Close up. I get you those Nat Geo style close-ups. A bug's life. What does a bug do with his life? Is he lonely? Or is she lonely? Is she looking for a mate to make some babies? She probably is, that's why she's getting so fat. She's really not afraid of me, she's not even moving. She's like, I ate too much, I can't fly. I ate so much, I really cannot fly, just leave. This one here is just munching away. She's getting that muncher crunch in. How's that berry, miss? How is it? Is it good? Is it juicy? So after being stung by some murder hornets, my brother's now heading home. There he is off in the distance. If you can see him there. And then it's just me and bullberries. I'm gonna try to fill this up at least halfway because I do want to make this blackberry pie. I mean, I need to make this blackberry pie. It's the only way this video is gonna work, so yeah. Otherwise, it's pretty damn beautiful out here. Air is cooling down, the sun is setting, partly cloudy sky.
Later.
Beautiful. So the latest thing I'm gonna make today is a strawberry blackberry pie, or rather a blackberry strawberry pie, because it's 3 cups of blackberries and 1 cup of strawberries, which will make it extremely dynamic, tasty, and just a treat to behold. Let's do it. So my favorite pie crust is on cooks.com. It's the easy pie crust from Pillsbury Bake Off. It's just super easy to make and it's delicious. So you need 2 cups of Pillsbury all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2/3 cup of shortening, and 5 to 6 tablespoons of ice cold water, and a whisk in a bowl. And then from there, I will show you exactly how to make it. We do this first before we get the pie filling together, because you know you want your crust before you get your filling inside the pie pan and all that stuff. You know, it's just a normal procedure. Let's go for it. So we're gonna use our 1 cup measuring cup and get some flour out of this container here. We need 2 cups of flour. I'm gonna put 2 cups of flour into this bowl. Oof, a little puff there. Gets a little messy sometimes. What I like to do is use a butter knife, which is what I have right here, to level it off. That way it's more accurate. See that I've leveled off there, and just dump that in. Let's do it for a second cup. Another puff. It's very puffy flour here. And now let's just level this off. Perfectly level. And there we go. And then we need 1 teaspoon of salt. We got our teaspoon here. And let's just get our salt out. And that's about perfectly done there. Dump that in. Now we need 2/3 cups of shortening. What I'm gonna do is use 2 1/3 cups of shortening to get 2/3 cups. It's a little bit of simple math. Let's scoop it in here. And once again, we're gonna use our butter knife to level it off, because we like to use pretty exact measurements here. There we go, that's well done. I'm just gonna scoop that into the bowl here. Or kind of dump it in, more like. This butter knife is a very useful utensil. Or tool, rather. It's both. Utensils are tools. So, it's a little sticky here, so you just... There we go. And we just go for a second scoop. There we go. And just once again, just level that off. And then we dump it into the bowl like so. Trying to scrape the rest of it out here. It's not as easy as it looks, or maybe it's as hard as it looks because it's not too easy. And then, there we go. That's how we do our shortening. Our next ingredient is 5 to 6 tablespoons. Oh, that's a teaspoon. Hold on. Tablespoons of ice cold water. And this one, it's cold. There's no ice in there, but it's cold. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to do 6. I guess 6. And after that, we take the whisk and we stir it up. So let me go get that whisk. So what we do now is whisk the flour, the shortening, and the salt together until it's the size of small pea-sized lumps. And this is where the butter knife again comes in handy. You get to just take it and you can remove the flour and ingredients from inside the whisk and keep on whisking. Makes things much easier. So now we have this into little lumpy, pea-sized lumps. I'm gonna take it, put it all together in one piece. It's gonna knead it into a ball. It's kind of like, with Play-Doh. I'm sure you all use Play-Doh when you're a kid. Just lump it all together. You use the dough itself to pick up the smaller pieces, and you have one big piece of dough. It's beautiful. Salt, and it is ready to be molded into like a dish shape, and you want to split it into pretty much 2 equal sizes, 2 equal portions. So I'm gonna move this bowl out the way because we're done with that bowl. Let's roll that piece into there. And now I can use this butter knife, which is again coming in handy. You just cut that right in half. And once that's in half, you can make these into their own disc. 2 separate discs out here. That's the oven. It's now preheated to 400, so make sure you do the same. We have 2, just about equal size discs here. And now I want to grab some plastic bags and put them both in there to sit for at least 20 minutes. So let's take one in the plastic bag and simply throw it up so it traps air and set it aside for now. Do the same as the next one. And make sure there's not any holes in the plastic. And twist that up. Set it aside. And that's how we make the dough. And now we're gonna go on to the filling. It's the best part, is the filling. Can't wait for that. Berry pie recipe on cooks.com. My favorite go-to site, of course, for recipes. And you will need 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of blackberries, but since mine is a blackberry strawberry pie, I'm using 3 cups of blackberries and 1 cup of strawberries. So we're gonna chop up these strawberries. We need 1 cup of strawberries, so first thing I'm gonna do is take off the leaves, because you don't really want those in a pie. Unless you do, but I prefer not to have them. And now we're gonna take them and chop them into smaller diced pieces. I like to, take it this here. And then we could chop it again this way. It doesn't have to be too small, it's about small enough for the first one. And do the same to all the rest. Now I added the strawberries to my blackberries, and now we can get the rest of the ingredients in there. Let's see what they are. So, first thing I get is 1 1/4 cup of sugar. So let's get some here. already about level, so I'm just gonna dump that in there. And now I have my 1/4 measuring cup. There it is. The 1/4 cup. And the second ingredient is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We have our cornstarch here, and where's our tablespoon? Which is right here. Let's get some of that cornstarch. So you see a little mountain there? We have to get our butter knife again and level it off. We don't want to overdo anything. Voila, like magic. Just dump that right in. Okay, and then 1/8 teaspoon of salt. That is a strange thing to measure. So what I'm gonna do is get our teaspoon, which is right here. Just put a small dash so that there's just a tiny bit there in the bottom. Just a little tiny bit. I'm figuring that's probably close to 1/8. You don't really want much more than that. And that's it. Let's take it and stir it together. Now that has become nice and juicy and mixed well. You don't want to smash it, but just want to make sure all the ingredients are homogeneous and, you know, so that everything's even. And then, in other words, stir together very well. And then now we're gonna work on the pie crust again. Just gonna get that thing rolled out and into a nice pie pan. Let's go. So what we want to do before rolling out the dough is add some flour to the surface. It helps things become non-stick. So let's see, just get that on there. Spread a liberal amount. That should be good. And now let's get our dough that's been sitting around for about 20 minutes out. Beautiful and ready to roll. Let's get it. Now it's time to roll out the second pie crust. Let's get to it. Now I'm gonna take this pie crust right here, use a butter knife to kind of loosen it up. Get it up off the countertop here. I'm gonna slide it onto the pie. and do it very gently. And that is pretty much perfect. I couldn't be more proud of myself. I'm just gonna take it and knead it down into the edges here. And you want to put a few slits on top. Again, using the butter knife. I like to put an M on here, which stands for Marcus. I like to put a W on the bottom, which is my middle name is William. Or it could just be 2 M's. Or however you say it, it's perspective. And that is it. Marcus William Morris. All in one symbol. Put whatever you like on your pie, of course. Now let's get this into the oven. Oven's already preheated. Looks like some peas and onions cooking down there. Close this up. And that's gonna be in there for 40 to 45 minutes. So I'm gonna put the timer on 40 for the moment. Start. And now we wait. Ooh, the beautiful pie is done. Let's turn this oven light on and get a better look at it. Yummy. So what we're gonna do is put it on top of the stove to cool down. And then we'll have the taste test. So here is the final result. The pie is finally done. So let's begin to cut our first slice and do it. Right into that in there. Let's get this slice into the plate and then prepare for the taste test. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Let's use this fork here to assist us. There it is in a little plate. Let's get some more of this filling out here. While it's still super hot, the filling could be a little bit more liquidy. The filling tends to solidify as it cools down. But right now I have no patience. I have to try this pie. So here it is. See how it tastes. It's so good. Oh my god. Wild berries, strawberries, sweetness, the buttery crust. It's just heaven in my mouth once again. Love it. Try it at home. Let me know how you like it. Leave a comment. Like, subscribe. Love you guys. See you soon. I'm here. Tornado warning. As you can see, we had an F1. Some flooding. Trees down. Oh, tent's going down, tent's going down. So this road right here is impassable. A tornado came through here and just ripped this whole area apart. Trees are down everywhere, power lines. This is just nuts. Everything is mingled and torn apart. I can't believe this just happened to our town. I spent hours not knowing what the damage was. I was just sitting in the house having a nap, and I come outside, I'm like, holy shit. People in our neighborhood actually lost their fucking house. Like, they can't live in it. The roofs are torn off, like half it's gone. This is insane. Side here just ripped off. It's so unfortunate. pieces of the houses right here. Got debris everywhere. I never thought my neighborhood in a million years would be hit by a tornado. So my town was really hit, my neighborhood was really hit by a tornado. It is no joke. Wow, look at this house. I hope nobody got hurt, because this is a lot of damage to this house here.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made